Hey, all you zealots and zerglings, it's time for a 3 versus 3 on the map Silent Dunes. I'm not sure this is a map I'm familiar with. It's obviously fairly new. Well, relative to this replay, which is actually a couple months old, but I'm trying to remember if I've actually played on this recently or not, but it's still a fairly new map. So I'd be interested to see how the gameplay works here. We'll kind of go over the map here, but first we're going to go through the players. We do have Bocephus as the blue Protoss, Spartan as the purple Protoss, and Dunamai as the orange Zerg, and they are going to be going up against Ill as the teal Zerg. We've got B-Man Dizzle as the red Protoss Hizzle. I don't know, I think I was obligated to say that. And finally, we've got Omar Niter. I think it's Omar Nitor as the yellow Zerg. Now let's take a look at this map. So let's see, where's the exit out of this base? Okay, there's a ramp back here. So he's kind of got a protected main. His natural's right there. So pretty well you could kind of, you know, defend here, and you can keep yourself pretty well defended. Center base, kind of got a map going, or a base going out the same way. Then you got this back expansion right here. And assume we got something similar here. Well, we got a little bit of probe attacks going on here. Yeah, so basically your main's out in front on the high ground, so it's pretty safe except for against maybe well, any drops or reapers or colossus. Your natural's kind of tucked in the back with some fairly easily defendable terrain here. Now usually I'd expect in a map like this they'd give like another ramp. Oh, actually he does have 2 ramps out here, so that's kind of nice. We'll be able to reinforce either side. May be hard for the people opposite each other to defend each other, but yeah, they could get over there eventually. We got these 2 bases here in the center, a wide ramp to get up here, and rocks blocking it off in the middle, so both sides could expand here. We also got the watchtowers here that can spot when those bases are taken. You can either swoop around here, go up this massive ramp, or you can just bust down these rocks. And so there's going to be a lot of contention on these middle bases if it gets that far. Got a base up here in the north. That's a gold expansion that's kind of downhill. Kind of for kind of a free-for-all, anyone goes for that one. So definitely an interesting map. And we still have probes dancing all over the place, doing who knows what. We got overlords. Looks like he did scout. He did see the spawning pool. Oh no, he saw the spine crawler, which I assume that means he saw the spawning pool. Well, he knows it. Oh yeah, okay, he saw quite a bit there. And what has Dunamai seen so far? Well, he's just seen the spawning pool. So they know the pool. He can see this gas is being taken. So he knows there's double gas. I don't know what this is for, considering he's not even getting metabolic boost right now. He's expanding, but he's got double gas, and he's not using any of it. None. He's only got 2 harvesters there and 3 there, but still, he's not using any of this gas. With the production tab up there, keep an eye on there, see if you see any sort of gas units or upgrades going there at all. Anything. We do have Zergling speed coming up here for Dunamai. Going to get those fast lings out, which are always a good thing. And our other Zerg player just got a pool out right now. Looks like he is expanding, sending a ton of drones on a transfer. I guess he's got a few back in the base, but that's pretty heavy transfer. He's going to put up a couple of spines. Not sure I like the location. I mean, you'd want them out here and here, so they kind of cover this in here. I mean, if someone swings around the back, you might want it there to poke it there, but people are swinging around that far back, then I think your problems are going to be bigger than, where you got a couple of spines at. And we do have these lings moving out for Dunamai. His Zergling speed is done. So there's going to be some quick lings poking around. They could poke over here and take out this expansion, which is just finished. Dunamai's own expansion is not quite done, so he is behind his Zergy buddies. But if we check the income, see, is that going to hurt him? At least got 20 harvesters. The other Zergs, about the same. I mean, he's doing pretty good. They definitely gotta make it worthwhile. There we go. We got Ill's gonna get a few more workers out, so he can actually keep up with their other ally, who's not even Zerg, but he's doing pretty good on the workers. I assume he's chrono boosting those out, although he does have quite a bit of energy, so I'm not sure about that. And he's getting a lot of zealots out. Warp gate technology is almost finished. He does have a sentry out and a stalker, so he'll be able to force field that ramp, but he's got to make sure he doesn't forget there's a ramp on this side too. And it looks like we have a little bit of aggression from these lings, but oh, I think there's enough here to defend this. Oh no, he should have pulled back right away. Oh, that is not what he wants to. That's not how he wants to start off. He should have seen. He should have done a head count. Thought this is a bit too close. I need to pull out. Even if he did have the numbers there, he still probably would have, only survived with a couple of lings. And what does he gain? Lings are free. No, it's the latest patch. Lings are absolutely free now. They don't cost anything. And it looks like there's going to be a counterattack. Is he going to be ready for this? He's getting a Baneling nest up and a macro hatch, but the counterattack is coming. He needs to get some units up. He's got a lot of stuff going, but I don't see any units coming right now, which is why he's going to try to put up a spine, but it's going to be way too late for that right now. He's got nothing but a couple of not finished spines and a couple of lings in his base, and I just see if he's got a probe in there. And yeah, he's going to take down those spines. Was not able to cancel that. He's going to be able to get himself a queen as well. He did manage to get the inject off, which I think that was exactly the right decision to do. Get that inject off. He knows the queen is dead, and he's going to run right into the main. There's a couple more lings popping up, but this isn't going to be enough. There is a spine crawler. I think that will help kind of slow these lings down. While I don't think it's necessary for him to pull his drones like this. In fact, where are they going? What is he doing? You pull your drones. If you're going to pull your drones for lings, you got to run them away, not just send them over here. You might as well just left him here and keep him mining. And what are we pinging here? Oh, looks like we got sentries moving out, but I think it's a little late because the attack has already begun from B-Man Dizzle. He's attacking Bocephus' Hizzle, and it looks like he's going to try to, respond, but I don't think they have quite the numbers. Some Stalkers on the high ground for Spartan will be great in trying to pick off these units, though. And the sentries coming up from behind, but the lings! Oh, the lings are going to get surrounded. They're completely decimated. This attack was not well executed. Got himself completely surrounded and destroyed, and yeah, he's about to pull in more forces, but no, those Stalkers are going to turn tail and run. Those lings got beat on them. Well, that's not a lot of lings, but we do have 4 Banelings on the way, and Baneling speed. Seems pretty early for that, but I guess he wants to get those Banelings moving. And what is he going to do with them? There's some lings up here. He can see them if he can get his Banelings in position, but I don't think he's going to be able to. But he is going to run into those lings. Do they have speed yet? They do have speed. It's kind of hard to see whether or not they have their wings, but in fact they do. And I still don't know about this engagement. He could have held up a little longer till his reinforcements arrive, but he's going to win that engagement. He may have revealed that he has Banelings, which may not be the best strategy, but we'll have to see if that makes a difference. And maybe just checking that expansion to make sure there's nobody there, although this Overlord kind of has eyes on what's going on over there. And it looks like we finally have our Protoss players expanding, although obviously Bocephus is already expanding because that Nexus was under attack before. So everyone on 2 bases, and it looks like Dunamai, he wants to get a little aggressive. He's going for Burrow. If he wants to burrow Banelings, this may not be a bad idea, but I don't know, maybe a bit early for Burrow. Maybe not. I mean, if he's got some extra money, I'm not exactly sure where he's going to be going after Ling Baneling, but he's got to be careful because the Banelings, they're going to get a decent hit there. Could have been a lot worse, though. And those things are going to turn around. And where are the Banelings running? Where are the Banelings running? But it looks like he didn't need the Banelings. Baneling speed has just finished. He's going to run in there. Oh, but he's got to be careful. These lings are going to... I don't know. Oh, in the force fields. Oh, some great clutch force fields by B-Man. That was nice. That was very, very well defended. I do not agree with taking the Banelings over there. He might not have been able to do anything, but you send the Banelings to workers, which actually there's not really any workers here, so to get any effectiveness, they have to make it all the way here. So probably should have pulled the Banelings out once he saw the Protoss forces moving to defend, because Protoss, not really that worried about Banelings for the most part. I mean, there's some ways Banelings can hurt the Protoss, but they have a lot of durability in a lot of their units. I mean, you hit the sentries, that'd be some great hits, but it's kind of hard to hit sentries, and you saw what happened, force fields. But it looks like Omar has gotten roaches out, which means this Ling Baneling is practically useless. Unless, of course, we have, well, Ill's still going lings. We do have a Dark Shrine coming here for Bocephus. There's a lot of stuff going on here, but what is our other Zerg doing? Just putting up spines. He's going for 1-1 upgrades on his lings. I don't see any other tech path right here, so he's just going pure lings right now. He needs to get those injects going. He needs to get some macro hatches up. If he's going pure ling, he does have 1 up. I think he's either not. Well, he's not spending his larva. That's the problem. But he's gonna be spending them here in a second because he's gonna be trying to push out, and looks like we're gonna throw down some cannons. And that's just a zealot. Is Dark Shrine not done yet? Dark Shrine's done. And that Zealot's going to try to take on the lings as long as possible. The lings are like, they've probably alerted them to our presence, so let's pull back. We do have some roaches out, moving out for Omar, and what are they going to be having to defend this? He's going to be following this up with mutas, it looks like. And we have some spines, that'll slow him down, but still, that's a lot of roaches, and all he's got right now are these 2 spines and some lings. That's it. And he's trying to get a hive up, it looks like. A very, very early hive. I'm not sure what this is for. He's putting up a couple of spores, which would be good when those mutalisks pop. And it looks like those spines were enough just to make Omar think again about that, which I don't know if I agree with. He probably could have pushed through on that. Maybe. I don't know. It's close. I mean, and, well, he's going to burrow those banelings, but banelings not that great against roaches. They just don't do enough damage, especially 2. But we do have DTs coming out. We're going to have to keep an eye on that because Bocephus may want to run those guys out in the middle of the map. We're going to see what he does with those, or if he's just going to incorporate them into his army, which can be so powerful because if you're not prepared for it, they're going to do a lot of damage before you even realize they're there, and you're focusing on the rest of his army too, and you got to get some detection out and not lose your army. It can be pretty bad just to incorporate them. So we have to keep an eye, see if we see any blue dots running across the map there. But it looks like B-Man's getting a bigger army. He's got some Immortals out. He's got a lot of Zealots and some Stalkers. I think this is a pretty solid unit composition right now. Could do a lot of damage. Looks like he's going to stick with that. They don't really have anything that's... I mean, the Lings will be good against the Immortals, but there's so much other stuff here to deal with Lings. I don't know if that's going to be enough. And right now, Dunamai's not really producing any units right now. We still got this probe right here. Dunamai, you got the macro hatch up, but you're not actually producing any units. I mean, how many larvae? Yeah, 11 larvae. And he's going for the adrenal glands. He's just now getting +1 armor. He's already at hive, and he's just getting +1 armor. Well, he does have +2 attack. I'm assuming +3 will come when he gets the gas for it, which he is hurting up for gas. He needs another base. But here come the mutalisks. They're going to run into those spores. There should be enough spores to really thin out the numbers. I think that they might be able to... Oh, nope, they're not going to focus on the spores, which means they're going to take quite a bit of damage, and then they're going to pull out there. I don't know what those Lings were doing. Unless they're providing cannon fodder, which is a valid strategy, but we're not going to get into that right now. It looks like a ton of Lings for Ill. 2-1 on those Lings. +2 on the way, but it's just Lings right now, and he's got so much money. Why not give... Oh, he does have some infestors, though. And does he have the pathogen glands? He does, so those infestors will spawn with enough energy for a fungal. And I know these infestors have it right now. How much energy you got on these? Can I select all the air? We go. A lot of energies on these. And it looks like they are moving out right now. A lot of Lings here from Ill. Going to be pushing forward. He's going to kind of provide early warning. And another single Zealot's going to get surrounded by those Lings. But here comes the big punch right now. But we got roaches from Omar. He's going to be taking out Spartan's expansion. But you might want to focus that down. It's barely started. Oh, I guess he did focus it down. And oh, Dunamai's going to expand here, but all these Lings are going to completely destroy this expansion. Yes, they will take out the expansion. So it's looking pretty dismal right now. They're getting pushed back. They need to respond to these armies. And, oh, a lot of Overseers with that army. I don't know what he's expecting. I guess he's going to try to drop some... Oh, he's going to drop a ton of infested Terrans on the high ground. That might have been a bit overkill. But he will do a lot of damage there. And what are they going to do about it? It looks like he's decided to engage, but he's going to have a bunch of infested Terrans that is basically going to be losing a lot of tech. But they managed to clean up the Lings. We need some detection here right now. The infestors are going to try to sneak in, but they do have some cannons there. But now he's going to run into the army of B-Man, and... they have no detection right. Well, the detection's actually leaving. They need the detection. There's DTs in there. Bring the detection back. They're doing a lot of damage here. There's a lot of gateways left. So basically right now he's mainly lost his forges. But the DTs are destroying the Colossi are not going to help against DTs if you can't see it. And trying to get out a bunch of cannons right here offensively, which will allow them to kind of have a form of beachhead right here. And you really need it. You really need to take on those roaches. But they need to get the detection just ran. Here comes the detection back again. He's just going to keep the detection with his infestors, but they don't know detection either, so they cannot stop these infestors. But it looks like they spent a lot of their energy on there. There's still a lot of gateways here. He may have lost forges, but I think that was pretty much it. And maybe some pylons, but he's nowhere near supply blocked right now. They need to do something right now. Why has no one come to help him? Did I miss some battles down here? It looks like Spartan's just defending down here, but I don't see anything going on that warrants that much defense. There didn't look like there's any damage going on right now. Colossus are loose in the base. They're going to be taking out the probes. But will they be able to get away? Here comes Mutalisk and the Colossus. He's going to try to start microing the Colossi, but the Zealot charge is done, so he's just got to run that Colossus away. But no, he's just going to kite it long enough to do as much damage as possible. And can this other Colossus get away? He will if the other Zealots don't pay attention, but he will get the Colossus away, turn around, do a little bit of damage. Just so much damage done to the worker lines. And well, he does have some reinforcements ready as soon as they clean up these armies. but they have to clean up the armies, and the Lings are going to go after the Colossus, which is not a good engagement unless the Colossus is nearly dead. But, you just see these Overseers here. You know there's Infestors around. Spartan's going to pull up here, but they need to take on these Infestors. If they get any detection, all these Infestors are in big trouble. The Observer. Oh, the Observer. These Infestors are in big trouble. They're going to pop out a few Infested Terrans, but that is not going to be enough. They got to get up on the high ground. These Infestors have no way of escaping right now. They're just going to try to hide in a corner. That's just a Cybernetics Core. Oh, I guess they lost the Cybernetics Core. That's going to be a bit of a problem. One Infested Terran. But these guys are running out of energy. He's going to try to take out a couple more, but why have you not run it? You know where the Infestors are. No, don't leave the Infestors. You're leaving... What? No, you're leaving the Infestors loose in the base, and he's going to make a bunch of changelings. Oh, there's Infestors are ripe for the taking. What is Bocephus Zealots doing down here? These things should be dead right now. You knew they were here. He still have his Overseers in the base, and you're not on the offensive. I don't know why these things are not dead yet. Why are these things not dead yet? And this makes no sense unless he's going to try to kill some Zealots, but they're just going to run away. So I don't really understand that. I guess he's gonna paper cut him to death because they're not responding to this. You can ping over here, but we need to. Oh, but that's not the detection they need. That's B-Man, who's established a complete beachfront or a beachhead right here. Oh, but it's not very good if you don't watch your back door. So he's gonna be able to get a couple of probes here, but he should be able to respond fairly quickly. But why are these things still alive? Spartan's got an observer here now. Where are the attacking units? Why is nobody dealing with this? What is going on here? I don't see where the attack is going on right now. They're just gonna let those Infestors just sit there. They're just ripe for the killing. Send a Zealot. Well, I mean, yeah, probably a Zealot won't last very long right here. And these changelings last quite a long time, unless these are new changelings. Dunamai's got an Overseer here. And, oh, he's got Void Rays, but now he's given us a chance to get some energy. And, oh, they took a lot of damage there. So it looks like we've started the Void Ray production. I don't know where, though. Oh, there they are. That's great, but they're going to have to hurry up. And, oh, but here comes some fresh Infestors. There's no detection at the front door anymore, so these guys can slip right in if they need to. But, oh, the fungal goes down. And what is going on this map? It looks like now Spartan's going to push forward. He's going to take out this expansion. He's going to force those Colossi away because, you know, if you get Immortals up in front of the Colossi, they will absolutely obliterate them. So it looks like Spartan's going to take his army 2-3 upgrades on that and just going to try to push back, see if he can do the damage they need. And this might actually work. This is a pretty good unit composition. I mean, it has some holes, but I'm not sure if this are holes that they're going to be able to exploit. And these Infestors are still just... These Infestors are going unmolested right now. And what is he doing? Why are you wasting so many... Oh, he's wasting way too much energy right now. There's just a handful of Zealots. I don't even know why you're wasting your Lings on those. Wait till they die and then... Oh... Spartan, please make up for this. Both sides right now are giving me migraines. Yeah, snipe some drones. Ugh. I don't know what's going on right now. These Infestors should not have been here this long. They could have had this handled long time ago. But now there's so many Infestors, I don't know if they can deal with them. Well, other than he wastes so much energy on these things. He can do so much with so much less energy usage. And here comes some Broodlords, but if he has Blink, well, you don't even think he needs Blink. You could use Blink, though, but it looks like he's just going to snipe those Broodlords. No problem there. Yeah, I won't take out that Queen. She's kind of being a pain. And these Immortals, you know how much damage these Immortals do? 65 damage versus armored. Guess what? That building is armored. Watch that thing burn to the ground. Well, I guess Zerg buildings don't burn to the ground per se, and they're not really doing much to deal with this. What can they do? I mean, he's trying to get out some more Broodlords, but we have Blink Stalkers, and there's only 3 Broodlords. This is not going to work out well for you. Oh, looks like he's just trying to get out Colossus Immortal, which will probably do a lot of damage to the initial Stalker push. And he almost needs to blink for it, but it looks like it would be pretty close, except what kind of upgrades they have. No attack upgrades at all, just all defense, which I think is just going to hurt them in the long run. But they did actually thin this out quite a bit. The Colossi are down, though, and Does he have more immortals left? I think it's going to even on the immortals, but the Lings are going to swing in here, and I think we'll be able to clean up Spartan's army. Unfortunately, he was all by himself, and finally they just had enough to take him out. I don't know if this was a good idea for him to take this on. He should have just used his power army just to control the map. Don't let him push out, but this was kind of a choke right here. And he wasn't able to really utilize his blink. Please tell me these infestors are dead. I don't see these infestors. I don't know if they got away, if he pulled them back, or what's going on. There's some infestors here. Yeah, they have some kills on them. I'm guessing these are the same, but they're damaged now. So they must have finally done something about those infestors. It's pretty scary right now. It looks like Dunamai's still kind of going lanes, but he's got a Broodlord problem. And that is not the Greater Spire. You might want to consider taking out the Greater Spire. But they're going to be able to pick away at those lanes. Yeah, and he's going to make some lanes of his own. So these Zerglings are not going to last long. You've got to focus fire. You've got to focus fire or burrow. Well, that could work too. He could make an Overseer like instantly, but it looks like he's not paying attention. He's probably going to run his Broodlords away now. And Spartans, looks like he can't really, well, actually, he's got quite a bit of money. He's got quite a bit of gas saved up, but he can't quite get the Immortals out that he needs right now, or that he wants, so he's going to go for more of a Zealot Stalker composition. Bocephus is trying to stabilize. We got some Hydralisks out now for Dunamai, but everyone seems to now be kind of scraping for units, although we still have a ton of Infestors from Ill, who has finally used up a lot of that resources. He could probably make a lot of Lings, though. Just make some Ling Infestor, why not? At this point, it's actually probably a pretty strong composition. Where did his spawning pool go? I feel I'm missing battles here. And, oh, looks like B-Man's going to try to steal Bocephus' base, but the problem is that he's got nothing to shoot up right now, except, well, one Stalker. And, oh, but it looks like those probes are going to be able to get away, because he's going to focus on these units. Oh, wait, no. Voiders are going to try to take out some probes, but they're mostly going to get away until they finish off the rest of the ground army. But man, trying to steal his base. Just throw a couple cannons there, or just make some more zealots. Yeah, that'll work too. So it looks like, yeah, B-Man's as desperate for money right now. I'm sure everyone is. No one's really got these center bases right now. I'm not sure anyone could really hold them. I mean, possibly, but everyone's just kind of scraping together what they can. Omar's got, well, 3 Corruptors in the area right now. That's not really going to help him out much. But we still have a ton of Infestors. These honestly, these Infestors can win the game. This many Infestors, given what's out there, these many Infestors can win this game if he does it right. And splurging every single infested Terran. Spartan, pull back, Spartan, pull back, Spartan. You do not need to engage this. Just pull back as far as you can, just as long as you. I mean, these things are gonna die soon, and there's still quite a bit of energy left. But now pull away, pull back over here, because these things are dying now. You want to get out of there? No, pull back. You can stall them out. I mean, yeah, you're kind of caught in a corner, but I mean, he wastes so much energy. He wasted so, and there's no detection, so there's no reason for him not just to get right on top of your units and destroy them. But it looks like he was able to stall long enough for B-Man Distal to get in there, and the remaining Terrans will take that out. I'm telling you, these Infestors can win in the game if he budgets his energy properly. But instead, he just goes on this big gorging himself on infested Terrans. I don't think this is a smart use of his money, personally, or his energy. I mean, look at how much little energy. Yeah, they're gonna pop those out there. And whoa, careful! Nope, pull back! No, pull the Hydras back! No, pull the Hydras back! No, what are you doing? No, that was an absolute mistake. You wait for the infested Terrans to time out. They're so slow. And then look, they couldn't even take out that hive. Oh, you could run the Hydras around here. Oh, this is just. I mean, this is why he could win this, but he's not budgeting his energy. But then again, his opponents aren't exactly budgeting their units, knowing that the infested Terrans just aren't that good if you just run away. Just run away. But the Colossus is gonna go down. And now he's got a high ground advantage. Even Omar's switching to Infestor now, because apparently he knows that the Infestor is probably what's going to win the game here. Oh, but he's managed to spot. I don't know where the detection. Oh, bring your overseers forward. But B-Man's gonna quit. B-Man, that was very premature. These infestors have got a stranglehold on this game right now. And no, he's gonna run his units in there. Oh, he's gonna lose all of his units. He can't lose his units. Keep your overseers safe. As long as you can see these infestors, you just have to follow the infestors. Those are what are going to be doing it to you. But oh, a ton of zealots from Bocephus though. The infestors aren't anywhere near here. Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe these infestors can't win the game. And oh, there's some photon cannons there, and you're losing infestors to photon. What's going on here? What's going on here? Why are these? Where? Who? I do not believe what I'm seeing right now. He has basically just parked his infestors in a kill zone. Yeah, that's great. Well, that infestor escaped with his life, but my goodness, how many infestors did he lose just sitting there? Oh, but now these zealots are going crazy with some void rays for backup. Yeah, Lings are not going to stop that many zealots. Not a chance. And are we finally going to take out these infestors? Is he focusing down the infestors? There we go. He's just focusing down the infestors. The infested Terrans will die eventually. Did he lose an observer? How did he lose an observer? And there goes Ill. I honestly do not know what happened this game, but I hope you can figure it out. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a day.